What's going on, everybody? You guys know me, I'm Will. This is John, who's been with Traveloko for about 13 months, and he's been driving for a total of 6 years. He decided to bring his truck on to Traveloko. He's an owner-op. I brought his truck and leased it on over here. So what's up, man?
Everything's good, man.
I appreciate you taking the time to sit down. I know Eric kind of twisted your arm a little bit to get on camera with me and talk about Traveloko, but you've been here for 13 months, so how do you like it so far, honestly?
Honestly, everything's been good. Everything's been great. So it's basically, what do I want out of my future? You know, I was a local driver for 2 years as well. I've been driving a total of 6.
Right.
And I got 4 kids and a wife. My wife doesn't work. I maintain the family. So what gives me the right income to provide the family with what I want to give them?
Right.
So basically, my local job wasn't cutting it. And I'm out of South Florida, so we know how it is down there, you know. And so I was like, you know what, I had a little bit of money, and had been driving long enough. Was inexperienced in the owner-operator aspect of truck driving.
Right.
And did a little bit of research, you know, a little bit of due diligence on what it takes. And went out, bought a truck. I was not going to get on the road if I had to be dispatched.
Right. You don't want somebody. You don't want to take all the responsibility on, and then somebody telling you what to do.
Exactly. So basically, I didn't want somebody to tell me when I can go home.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to decide for myself.
Right.
So basically, it was, where can I go that I could put my truck, pick my freight, go home when I want, make decent money, and just work. You know, I don't want nobody calling me every 5 minutes. I don't want, you know, basically anybody.
So when you got your truck and you did the research, what led you to Traveloko? Like, what was? Because I mean, there's a lot of different companies out there.
There is, but not.
But what was say the last 1 or 2 deciding factors that made you lease on here?
When I got on their website, transparency was there. The numbers were there.
Yeah.
You know, so it's basically, are these realistic numbers? Because you got to question everything, you know. Are these real numbers?
You do, yeah.
You do. You got to question, you know. If you don't ask questions, what are you going to do? Mm-hmm. And it's basically, it's there, man. Run and make your money. They're not going to hand it to you.
Right, so no, you got to do the work.
You got to do the work. That's what I want.
Yeah, you got to keep the left door closed.
And go and learn. It's a learning process. They're not going to hold your hand. You know, that's not what I want. I don't want, for that I go sign on to a company that dispatches me.
Right.
That runs me where they want to run me.
Right.
You know?
How was the train, like when you first came on, like how was getting your truck leased on? Was it easy?
It was relatively easy.
What was the hardest part about it? Because I know there are some hoops you probably got to jump through, you know, bringing a truck on as far as like getting license plates or whatever. How?
Actually, that was a little bit of a hassle for me since it's a learning curve, you know, like I had never done this. And actually Eddie helped me out with that. He's kind of guided me like, hey, this is what you got to do, this is what you got to do. Mm-hmm. And I actually bought my truck in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm from Florida, so I flew to Vegas.
To get the truck. And I actually did everything a little backwards, but it happens, man.
Yeah. We gotta learn.
You're learning as you go.
Exactly. So I applied for my plates. I'm from Florida. Florida's a little different than everywhere else.
Yeah.
You know, every state's a little different. It took about 2 weeks to get to my house, and I was like, what happens if I walk into the office? I said, if you walk into the office, you get it right there and then. So I just put some fuel in my truck, drove from Las Vegas, Nevada to Tallahassee, Florida, and got my plates and headed up to Metro Trailer in Atlanta. Yeah. Once I had that, that's it.
So you still have a Metro Trailer? Did you get your own?
I'm still in a Metro Trailer right now. Yeah.
What are because a lot of guys have asked me, what are the payment? You have a dry van?
I got a dry van.
So what is the payment each week?
Well, payments
on the trailer.
On the trailer, payments are $250 a week. But that's actually like a savings because it's not like if you have the truck 6 months, right? I mean the trailer 6 months, you return the trailer and then they assess the trailer. Once they assess the trailer, close the account, you're gonna have some extra money there. Right. You know, so the company would then, if you buy your own trailer or you get a Traveloko trailer or whatnot, then Eddie or Vanessa would cut you a check for whatever gets back. Because obviously, if you mess up the trailer,
they're going to keep the Metro.
Exactly.
To repair whatever's messed up.
Exactly. Yeah. So it just makes business sense. So it's fine. You know, it's $250 a week. Some people might say, hey, it's a lot of money, but it's really not. You're storing it. You're storing your money. You're not throwing it away. You know, For me, it
Right.
works. You know, it may not work for everybody else, but it works for me. Do I want a trailer in the future? Yes, I sure do.
Yeah. So how long do you think you'll be staying here at Traveloko?
Oh, I'm not going nowhere.
What's been your favorite part about being here? The fact that you control everything and you
The
can
fact
go
that I
home?
control everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's been my favorite part too. You know, even though we have the option to work with a dispatcher, you know, being able to do both. You know, if I'm driving and I get a phone call and the guy, he's like, "Hey, I saw this load on the board. Are you interested?" or whatever. Or if I'm looking at the boards myself, I can say I want that or call.
course.
And that power of negotiation
Yeah.
with the broker on your own. I love that, man.
It does.
I love haggling with them. Like it's the best. Like especially when you feel like you won, even though you know in the end they still made money off of you.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But even if you feel like if they got it posted for 1,000, you get it for like 1,400.
Or whatever it is, as long as
You're
you get it to go up.
Yeah, you're
you
just like,
know?
yes. You're like, oh, hell yeah.
It's actually happened to me right now with this load I'm on.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
said what? It's like 12,000 pounds of cookies?
It's
or something?
12,000 pounds of cookie, and I'm taking it down to northern Florida for.
And then you're going home after that?
33. No, I'm not.
Where are you going to go after that? Back up north?
I'm gonna come back up north, keep running. You know, when
What's
I'm
been-
ready to go home, I'll go home.
What's been your biggest, if you don't mind sharing, what's been your biggest week running spot market freight? Like gross, your gross.
My gross, but that's the thing. Like my overhead, it's minimal. So my net and my gross is probably different than other drivers.
Because you got an older truck.
I got an older truck, and so relatively, like some drivers may have an $8,000 week and only bring home a certain amount of money, you know, and I'll make 5,000, but I still bring home a lot of money.
Yeah,
you know,
because you got an older truck, so you got less overhead.
exactly less overhead.
But you're
bigger.
seeing a lot of benefits though.
Of course, you know, and for my situation, there's a lot of benefits. Other situations I don't speak on because I'm not in their situations.
Right.
You know, it's other people has different goals, different, you know what you want. You know, I don't know if you're gonna come to Traveloko, for example, and you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Then don't bother.
Yeah, I think
Right.
I think if you don't have some kind of idea, then you're right. I mean, if someone's just naive
Yeah.
or whatever, or if they're just inexperienced dealing with it, then by all means, I think they should still come because the guys will help them.
Of
You
course.
know what I mean? Eric, maybe not so much. what do you think about Eric?
He's decent, man. You gotta get.
He's
to
a
know
good
him.
dude.
He's a good dude. He's
But
a
you
good dude.
got to get to know him. Everybody, I
Yeah.
bust Eric's behind all the time.
Do you?
All the time. I mean, you see him. I go live on YouTube or whatever. Mute him.
Yeah.
I mute him all the time.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, because you were in here. He was in here one day, and Eric commented to me through your YouTube account.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what a little slick. I mean, come on. But he's a good dude. Eric was the one that got me to come over here
Okay.
when I first came over. And it's been a life changer for me. Like Eddie to me, Eddie and Vanessa, they're family to me. They're family to me. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Their family is my family. Is the way I see it. Just because they do so much. Like they'll bend over backwards, and they have to help a lot of different guys. And the worst thing is you see guys take advantage of that. You
Well,
know?
okay, so you say it as a family. I see it as a relationship.
Right.
You know why? Because it's a marriage, kind of. You know, you have to make it work.
You do.
You know, you do.
Yeah.
And when you have ups and downs, you gotta help each other out.
Well, yeah, you can relate to a relationship or a family because
Exactly,
we all
exactly. You relate to it as a family, I'm relating to it as
we
a
all
relationship.
we all got those cousins you don't want to hang out with
Yeah.
at the reunion. You know what I mean?
Of course.
But they've been great to me, and I wouldn't change a thing, man. I just wouldn't.
I hear you.
So it would. Let me see. What's one thing you think Traveloko could improve on?
What's one thing Traveloko could improve on? I would say maybe some. It's very minimal things. We're still a small company compared, you know.
Right.
Things get tweaked all the time.
Yeah,
You know,
they
things
do.
get tweaked all the time, so we can't. Everybody could find something good and something bad out of a company. You know?
Right.
So
I don't think there's a perfect truck.
there is
company.
not a perfect trucking company.
No.
You know, and actually problems start within. You know, so for example, if you're a driver going through some issues.
Mm-hmm.
You can't always expect to fall back on the company, start blaming the company, because then you're gonna badmouth the company, right?
Right.
You know what
Exactly,
I'm saying?
yeah.
So, and it started with the driver.
Yeah.
Now, communication, for example, right? Like, let's say, I'll give you a perfect example. If something's gonna happen next week, right?
Right.
I don't want to say tell me a month in advance, but
as much leeway as possible.
as much leeway as possible before I could adjust.
Yeah.
Right. You know,
right.
before I could adjust. So it's not a bad thing. It's just tweaking it a little bit. Maybe tweak a couple of things.
I think the company's grown. The company's grown really fast.
Yeah.
Like in relationship to when I came over. You know, I mean, it's been around for a while. Traveloko's been around for a while. But as far as the jump that it had from when I got here till now, you know, and that's not because of me, that's because of word of mouth and guys finding out about the company that it's a good place to come to. But it's had to change. You know, the company has had to change because they've got to put policies in place because, I mean, Eddie and Vanessa got to protect their family too.
Of course.
Just like you and I do.
Of course.
And so I understand that. And even though to us, some of the things that happen are frustrating, if guys just sit back and think like, wait a minute, they have a family that they're earning money for too, then you kind of understand the big picture.
I was actually talking about this with my wife the other day. I was like, everybody has issues. Mm-hmm. Everybody has a problem, right?
Right.
We see our problem, right? How does being a business owner, we're all business owners, right? As our drive, we all got our trucks.
Yeah.
But we're only maintaining our trucks. What about them?
Yeah.
How many problems don't they gotta see, right? How many phone calls they gotta deal with? You know, how many drivers don't have an issue on a certain situation or whatnot? You know, they gotta deal with it. So imagine if everybody calls them for their problems, they gotta go nuts.
Yeah,
you gotta.
I would, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you hang with Eric for 15 minutes and his phone rings 40 times. Yeah. You know, and it's drivers that are frustrated with something that happened, or drivers just needing, hey, can you fix this for me, or can you look at this for me? You know, but I mean, I get it, but I don't plan on going anywhere, man.
I don't actually.
I'm locked in over here until Eddie kicks me out or something.
Yeah, me too. I actually am. Believe it or not, I've been here 13 months. I'll tell you another truth. I've been here 13 months. And I can tell you, I've talked to Eddie and Vanessa a handful of times. Mm-hmm. In 13 months, if I've talked to them 5 times, it's too much. And that should tell you something good. Yeah. That should tell you I don't have issues.
Yeah, you don't have to go. You don't have to go to the owners. The cool part about it is that you can, though.
Yeah, you can, exactly, and I hear it all the time.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with the dispatcher or or even Eric, for that matter. If you want to call Eddie, you can call Eddie and
directly,
or shoot him an email and say, hey, when you get a minute, boss, can you give me a shout or whatever. So, I don't know, man. But
if you got to call a company every 5 minutes, there's an issue.
Yeah, exactly.
I've talked to him a handful of times in 13 months, and that's what I want. I don't want it. I don't want to have issues. I want to work, get paid, go home.
What do you think? We'll finish it up. What do you think about this place, about the new office and the shop and the stuff that they're trying to do?
I think it's great. I think it's awesome. We got parking. You want to come in? Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
That's staying in the video. That's totally staying.
That was pretty quick though. You saw that?
Yeah. You're like, oh, hey.
And so basically it'll be cool for drivers. Like honestly, be able to come in here, take a shower if you need to, get some work done on your truck, sit down, do your 30-minute break, 10-hour break. That's great, dude. Yeah. It gives you a sense of, I don't want to say security, but like, hey, I can pass by there, handle some stuff, keep going,
Yeah, so if there's one thing you could tell everybody or tell anybody that's considering leasing their truck onto Traveloko, what would you tell them?
What would I tell them is, do your due diligence, right? Mm-hmm. Make sure you want to be successful. If you're not ready for success, if you're not ready to be successful, you're going to fail everywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So if you're going to come on here, you're going to have the freedom to do what you want, when you want, how you want it, And if you need help, they'll help you. But just be in the state of mind that you want success. If you want success, you will succeed. You'll succeed here.
I like that. You got to be ready for success.
You got to be ready for success.
Yeah, I like it, man.
That's how I see it.
I appreciate it, dude. Thanks for doing this with me.
No problem.
I think Eric owes you like at least lunch or something, right?
Yeah, of course.